The world revolves around a very large amount of money. Nowhere more rich, famous or successful than here. Canary Wharf.
The thing about any creative industry today is many people are just clout chasers. We see people literally stealing cars and killing other people for a TikTok. We had the whole devious lick trend where kids vandalized and stole from schools. That was kind of funny, but still.
Devious lick.
Oh yeah, and don't even get me started on the whole tube girl situation. Looking around, it really isn't hard to see people obsessed with clout. I clearly remember sitting next to that one guy in class, mouth breathing, just scrolling through his phone, not paying attention. Or that one blonde girl next to him just taking selfies every 5 minutes with enough layers of fake tan on her to warm up a whole family of 5 in Siberia. It's really not surprising at this point that we have 2 generations telling us to get off our phones. Boomers and millennials have been going at it, and every Gen Zer is just there inhaling copium, saying, oh no, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. We are the first generation that had internet and access to technology since we were born, and since we couldn't even start walking. And it really shows. Every holiday turns into a post, every night out turns into a story, and every relationship turns into a highlight reel. Part of me is quite grateful I grew up in post-communist Poland. Don't get me wrong, I'm not just another person saying, boo, technology bad. But this mindset has become so widely spread, it seems that I'm wondering if I'm part of it myself. While wanting to be a film director, an audience is crucial to my success. Should I really be grouped in with the same people? Because if I shouldn't, then I still feel like one. If I'm out here filming, aren't I any better than the clout chasers themselves? If I want to create but also gain an audience and take my production to the public, does that still make me a wannabe social media personality? People only look at you weird when you try hard, sometimes a little too hard. This is one thing that I will never understand. You can't be trying too hard because then you're viewed as too serious and weird. But you can't try too little because then you'll be viewed as lazy and uninterested. But to try hard means to do your best, which I'd want to believe is part of my character. Getting lighting, composition, and multiple takes of the same shot looks stupid. It feels stupid. But it's necessary to do what you want to do. This unnecessary overthinking of, am I a clout chaser or an artist, comes down to one thing at the end of the day. Judgment. Whether you're on a 9th retake or getting into any and every single yoga position to just get that one take right, it doesn't matter. Whether you're doing it for fame or art depends on no one but yourself. Whether you're the low-hanging TikTok junkies or a developing filmmaker, or whoever else you want to be. Of course, there's a distinction. Filming in public takes confidence for everyone involved. And while you have to ignore people's judgment and what they might think, there's a level of respect that needs to be given. There needs to be a sweet spot between ignoring people's judgment and respecting the common public. When you reach that point, you're pretty much good. What matters at the end is whether the project overall benefited you more itself than the clout, likes, followers that you could have gotten from it. Us creatives all dream of being the next new thing, walking red carpets, having thousands of flashes going off all around us. Question is this the only thing that drives us, or is the process of creating also one of the things? People say that the man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination. So what that really means is, what matters more to us? Is it that fame and the red carpets and flashes that drive us to pursue our goals? If it is, we might want to take a step back and sort of rethink if this is really what we want to do. Some of the most memorable and well-known works of art, whether it would be cinema, painting, photography, or literature, have something many would consider weird and too much, working too hard. It's so easy to be bunched up with TikTok dopamine junkies by others and even yourself. I'm guilty of that myself too. The truth is, many people in the film industry are just simply awkward. So when we take that leap to take the film production into the public, it feels unnatural. It feels unweird. We feel like we are one of them clout influencers, the people who are out there to get fame. And while fame is important for us, for every filmmaker, we don't want to make that our main goal, even if it feels like we're in public making that our main goal. I can't speak for others, but I always used to tell myself not to film in certain spaces. Forget that, I never even took my filming out into the public, and the rare times that I did, I was terrified because I simply lacked confidence. Was I honest with myself? Of course not. Rather than being honest and saying, I'm too shy to bring attention to myself with this big camera, it was more like, I'm not gonna start filming it here because one of those crazy social media people is gonna think I'm one of them. I'm the kind of person who's very ambitious but has little to absolutely no confidence. Do I feel weird? Absolutely. Am I gonna stop because of it?
Absolutely fucking not.
But what's important is purpose and perspective. You definitely get grouped in with various amounts of things that you're not. Forget about filmmaking, in life in general. We people see a pattern and stick to it. That's just how we work. You can't care about what people think if you want to be an artist. Your creativity cannot be limited simply by other people's opinion or judgment, because that's reserved for no one but themselves. Going out and creating what you want to create is much more important than what people would think about you. Not to mention, those very same people will forget about you on the very same day they met you. At the end of the day, we have to be bold enough to be authentic, because being authentic is an art form in and of itself.
Now, the Norwegians are pussies.